Welcome to Forbidden Planet TV. I am Andrew Sumner, and this is the second half of my interview with the mighty, the incredible, in fact, Eldo Yoshimizu, manga creator, sculptor extraordinaire. Last time around, Eldo and I were talking about his hard case crime series, Ryuko. Volume 1 and Volume 2 are available from the links attached to this video. And we also we're talking about the upcoming Volume 3, which he's creating at the moment. And we saw an amazing artwork preview. This time around, we're talking about Eldo's other two books, also published by Titan Comics, Gamma Draconis and Hen Kai Pan, also available from the links attached to this conversation. Eldo is a fascinating human being with an excellent taste in music, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of this conversation. Take care. What was it like going from Ryuko, your own creation, to working on Gamma Draconis, which was written by Benoit Schimert?
それはフランスのこのリュウコを最初に出版してくれた出版社はフランスのレザノアっていう出版社なんですけど
The
も、
first publisher in France, they called Les Noir.
で彼は、僕から頼んだんですよね。僕から強くリクエスト出してくれって頼んだんで。
So I requested the French publisher to publish my book Ryuko. That's actually from my strong desire.
なぜなら僕は非常に日本では全然無名な人間です。
Because I was not being known at all in Japan.
で、で彼の趣味としては、もうちょっとなんだろうな、こういうただの彼はそういうただのガンアクションみたいなのはあんまり好みではなかった。
The French publisher did not really like the gun action. That is what I knew.
ただ話し合ってるうちにだんだん好きになってくれて、
While discussion, he just became liking my manga Ryuko.
そして彼は一つの条件を出した。
Then he gave me one condition.
これの流行が終わったら一つ僕たちと一つプロジェクトをやらないか。それがガンマドラコニス。
So once you finish writing Ryuko, or just once we published Ryuko, why don't you actually work for us?
Yes.
And that was the Gamma Draconis.
And what was the experience of illustrating somebody else's script like for you?
誰かが書いた脚本で絵を描くっていうのはどういう感じですか？
いや正直言うととても難しかった。
To be honest, it was very difficult.
やはり文章でスクリプトで文章にしてあるのと、それをやはり絵のリズム、漫画のリズムとちょっとなかなか噛み合わないことがあって。
To adjust or to how do I say, to link or synchronize those manga drawing with a 2D script is quite challenging.
だから僕の方からフィードバックして、ここはもうちょっと少なくして、ここはもう絵だけで見せるとか、そういう風なリクエストをしました。
So he gave them the suggestion and request that maybe what do you think? I just don't put any script, but only those drawings. Just get rid of all the conversation from the pages.
グラフィックノベルとかフランスのバンドデシネと日本の漫画っていうのはちょっと違い、パネルのレイアウトにすごく違いがあって。
Between Japanese manga and French bande dessinée, the difference is how do I say, the layout is quite different between those two things.
何にも喋らない間っていうんですかね。ちょっとワンクッション置くようなことがあります。
日本の漫画に。
そうですね。
In Japanese manga, there is some gap or just a pause, but no conversation, no single words on the page or in scene.
例えばですね。
For instance,
例えばこういうページで、彼女が苦悩してるちょっと厳しい精神的に苦しい追い込まれて死んでシーンがチェンジするんですけど、そういうところをこういうまでイメージでやるページがあるんですが、大体 普通っていうかな、マーベルとか、まあそういうやつの漫画はこう全部進行してる意味があるページ。
For instance, in Marvel comics, something is going on, something is progressing with some. For instance, そこに会話があるとかって言ってもいいですかね。
はい、会話があったり、全てに意味誰かが何かアクションしてたりとかっていう。
So each actually scene has got some meaning or just some vocabulary or any the words or conversation, but not in my manga or in, I'd say, particularly in Japanese manga, doesn't say much, but one single how do I say the drawings has got meaning, then give some space to the readers.
Yeah, I understand. So it's these lush visuals, but without any dialogue on the page, and the visual itself is telling the story. And that's why I was interested, because I think the step change from you creating the whole world of Ryuko to working with somebody else who's a scripter on Gamma Draconis, I think is a very interesting transition. Let me ask about something else, which is your latest graphic novel is another personal project, this time for Titan Manga, which is Hen Kai Pan, which is a fascinating concept which ties in very strongly to cosmotheism. Can you tell me where the idea for Henkai Pan came from?
それはやっぱり日々ニューステレビのニュースとかインターネットのニュースで気候変動の問題っていうのはものすごく大きな問題。
On the everyday news, on TV, for instance, climate change is a big issue.
で、僕はなんだろうな、昔音楽が好きで、
I used to love music.
で特にUK のパンクミュージック、クラッシュとか、特にクラッシュですね。
Especially Clash, I really loved UK rock music, punk music.
でなぜかというと彼らはただサウンドを楽しい一夜をバーンとギグでやるだけじゃなくて、
they are not only playing the interesting sounds music.
歌詞の中やステージの上で学生たちとかに今社会で起こっている問題とかを、例えば最初の初期はロンドンにおける問題、サッチャーのなんたらかんたらとかの。
In the beginning, they were singing about the social problems, social issues. For instance, during Margaret Thatcher's.
Yes.
Thatcher.
Sadly, I remember this era very well. By the way, something Aldo and I were talking about on camera is one of the things we have in common. So Aldo, as he's just mentioning, is a massive Clash fan, is a massive Joe Strummer fan, massive fan of UK punk, as you can see. Yeah, very sadly, I lived through the Margaret Thatcher era, and I think it's a very good point you're making about the politicisation of this.
でさらに彼はサンデニスタっていうアルバムで割と僕たちは全く日本の平和な普通の日本人には全くわからない中南米の問題とかも教えてくれた。
So, それってクラッシュの。
クラッシュの。
So Clash actually taught me all sorts of problems that I didn't know because I was in Japan. I had no idea what's going on, but I learned it through the なんだっけ
サンデニスタ。ニカラグアのゲリラというか反政府運動。
Anti-government activity.
俺の英語で聞いてる。ニカラグア、多分知ってると思うんだけど。
In Nicaragua?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. それでなんだろう、ただ音楽っていうエンターテインメントだけじゃなくて、音を
not only the entertainment as music.
それを通しながらその社会問題に触れるきっかけとか、なんかそういうメッセージを込めて、それがアルバムだったり曲だったりするっていうことにものすごく惹かれたんですよね。
I was really intrigued to tell the message through their music about those social problems.
もちろんここでちょっと言っとくと、当時高校生の頃よく友達と議論したんですけど、
When I was 17, I had a discussion with my friends.
例えばアメリカのバンヘイレンとかエアロスミスみたいなバンドはそういう政治的なメッセージはないけど、彼らはの主張としては 僕たちは社会的なメッセージよりも社会の問題を忘れるわずかな2時間を客に楽しんでもらいたいためにロックンロールをやってるんだって言ってたんだ。
So to me, the Van Halen and Aerosmith, they said, we're not going to tell you the message about the social problems or any issue in the world, but I want you to provide 2 hours of time, which you can forget about those problems.
Yes, right on.
Yeah. お客さんはトラックドライバーとか工場で働いてる。
The audience is the truck, lorry drivers or the warehouse worker laborers.
だから、まあ、そういう考え方もあるっていうのはそういうバンヘイレンもいいんだけども。
I like those ideas by Van Halen or Aerosmith.
もうグッドなんだけど、やっぱり僕としてはやっぱりクラッシュとかの方が深くなんか響いた。
Those the Clash music really actually touched my heart.
Yeah, because it is much more. Because it's fascinating what you're talking about, which is the model of appreciating music, which is I'm going to take myself away from my troubles and enjoy this. I'm going to enjoy David Lee Roth jumping around, or I'm going to listen to music that examines my problems and faces the issues and confronts me with the reality of my life, and those two different things. And I take it that is one of the things you're trying to achieve with Henkai Pan. Is talk about very real issues while entertaining at the same time.
でもこの変換パンを書く前に
Before starting working on Henkai Pan,
僕のまあちょっと先輩、僕よりかなり年上の先輩で、彼はなんだろうな、海外特派員としてジャーナリストでいろんな南アフリカのマンデラにもあったりとかした人がいるんですけども、
one of my good friend of mine who's older than me, who's a journalist and correspondent and working abroad, and so met
ミスター植松っていう、
they called Mr. Uematsu.
で彼に相談、変換パンの内容にこういう気候クリミナルチェンジとかの問題について書こうと思うんだけどどう思うかって聞いたんですね。
He just asked Mr. Uematsu's advice. I'm going to draw manga which is talking about climate change,
で
etc.
彼は一言だけ僕に答えを返しました。
He just gave me one advice.
説教臭くしなければ良いと思った。
That's correct. Don't talk too much. Don't to be persuasive or explain too much, like telling someone off.
だからなるべく僕はその偶話っていうかな、なんかこうただビジュアルで言葉でここで環境問題は悪いとか今カーボンを減らさなければいけないとか。
Not talking about issues with words like we need to reduce carbons or we need to think about climate change. However,
まあそれをすべてビジュアルで例えばオーロラがあったり、
I wanted to visualize those
地球
issues.
の持ってる美しさをもう一回、まあ、みんな知ってると思うんだけど、それをまあこの中で見せて、まあ、ここではちょっと言ってますけどね、この惑星は美しいとか言ってるんですけど、まあ、この程度にしといて、なんとなく読むとそれを感じるっていうふうにしたかった。
I know everyone knows the globe, this planet is beautiful, nature is beautiful, but also I wanted, and I had some script, but I wanted the audience, the readers, to realize how our planet and Earth and nature is beautiful, and I wanted them to think about it.
So it's about harnessing the art to deliver the message rather than overtly preaching and being overtly polemic.
Yes.
Aldo, I have to say, and I have to say for everybody watching this, Henkai Pan is an amazing piece of work and it's incredibly beautiful. While Aldo's been talking, we'll have flashed up some of the images from inside the novel to see, and it's a book that we're very proud of at Titan Manga. I'm very proud of to publish with you. But such a beautiful piece of work. I think it works so terribly well. So congratulations, because you must feel good. It's such a beautiful artifact. Like the other books that we've been talking about, there is such a great visual through line in your work, and there is much to savor about your artwork.
なんつってる。
どこまでわかりました？
ちょっと全部言って。
とにかく素晴らしいもので、このやっぱりその中の画像だったり、画像っていうのかな、その表現だったりとか、とにかく素晴らしい。
ありがとうございます。Thank you so much.
No, it's our pleasure to work with you. Now, before we go, Aldo, Ryuko and Gamma Draconis are published as part of our hard case crime imprint. Do you have any particular crime movies, any noir movies that are favourites of yours that you would recommend?
My favorite and Aldo.
犯罪映画とかそういう暗い映画とか。
My favorite in the 日本語でいいんだな。古いフィルムノワール。フィルムノワールの特にフレンチフィルムノワール。例えばアラン・ドロンとかジャン・ギャバンっていうのが出てくるような映画が昔から好きでした。
The French noir film, the actor is Alain Delon.
Alain Delon.
Alain Delon, yes.
Alain Delon.
And Jean Gabin. That is my favorite film.
Lino Banchira. で、あと USA だとリー・マービンとか。
Lee Marvin. I'm a big Lee Marvin. Yeah.
まあそういうのが、あとスティーブ・マークのブリットとか、そういうなんかまあ割とそういうのが、あそこにリー・マービンがいるよ、リーっぽいのがいるよね。まあいいや。
It's the big heat where Lee Marvin throws a cup of coffee in Gloria Graham's face, and her face is burnt. She wears the mask. It's great. Film noir. I'm a big fan. I'm all over it. It's brilliant. And outside of your own work, what other manga would you recommend? Which other creators would you recommend? Who are your favorites?
何かおすすめの漫画とかって何かありますか？
多分もう日本で、イギリスではもう有名だと思うんですけど。
Maybe it's quite famous in the UK.
何しろ大英博物館の漫画エキシビションのキービジュアルになった。
The one which became key visual at the manga exhibition in British Museum years ago.
2 years ago?
2 years ago.
Maybe. Golden Kamuy.
Golden Kamuy.
Oh yeah.
That's I strongly recommend.
Kamuy が一番最近の漫画ではレセントワークでは。
In recent works.
あとメイドインアビスっていう。
メイドインアビス。
海の中のアビス。
Made in Abyss. That's the title of the manga.
Yeah. Okay. That's a great recommendation. We're at Titan. We're privileged to work with you, Aldo, and very privileged to have you join us here in London today. And have this chat. And this has been Forbidden Planet TV, and I'm Andrew Sumner, and I've been talking with Yuka, who's been very, very happily translating for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And sculptor, genius. And most importantly, Clash fan, Eldo Yoshimizu. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. Cheerio. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's wonderful, mate. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
If you're enjoying watching Forbidden Planet TV and you're enjoying watching us talk to the world's most interesting and accomplished filmmakers, authors, artists, musicians, creators, subscribe right here. See you soon.